Welcome to this edition of the El Segundo City Council Recap. I'm your host, Egidio Delio. Let's take a look at the items presented to the El Segundo City Council at their November 18, 2025 meeting. During special presentations, the Office of Congressman Ted Lieu presented Deputy City Manager Barbara Voss a commendation for the 2025 State of the City event.
I know that Congressman Lieu is extremely appreciative of the city's dedication and commitment to citizens, to industry, and to community. El Segundo is truly the gem of the South Bay.
Ms. Voss accepted the commendation, crediting the work of the city staff and leadership of City Council to make the event a success. Following the commendation, members of the El Segundo Youth Drama announced that the troupe will perform the musical We Will Rock You based on the music of the band Queen on November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The announcement was accompanied by a performance of Another One Bites the Dust by Naomi Kenton, who is playing Killer Queen in the production. Council approved the consent calendar, which included replacing a subcontractor for construction of the plunge. During public hearings, the Council introduced an ordinance to amend the development agreement for the Beach Cities Media Campus to include professional sports team headquarters as an allowed use at the site. In September, the WNBA club announced its intent to build a 55,000 square foot facility estimated to cost $150 million on Rosecrans Avenue just east of Sepulveda Boulevard. Sparks General Manager Reagan Pebley and Transwestern Commercial Real Estate Representative Tim Catt addressed Council during public comment. Second reading for the ordinance is scheduled for the December 2nd Council meeting. During staff presentations, Council received and filed the first quarter financial report for fiscal year 2025-2026 from Chief Financial Officer Paul Chung. The city's general fund realized $7.3 million in revenue in the quarter. The big five revenue sources are projected to meet budget, according to Chung, even as expenditures from the general fund totaled $24.5 million in the quarter. The city saw a moderate year-over-year decrease in sales tax, transient occupancy tax, and utility user tax revenue in the first quarter. The council then adopted a resolution to request membership in the California Intergovernmental Risk Authority, or CIRA. Switching to CIRA from the city's current risk-sharing arrangement will save over $54,000 in fiscal year 25-26, according to city staff. Following that, Council introduced an ordinance regulating e-bikes and other small motorized modes of transportation. If adopted, the ordinance would prohibit unsafe riding of those modes of transportation or their operation under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If a juvenile violates the section, an ESPD officer would be authorized to impound the vehicle to be released later to a responsible adult and upon payment of an impound fee. The second reading of the ordinance is scheduled for the December 2nd meeting. Council also introduced ordinances to adopt California building codes with some city amendments. City staff noted codes that appear redundant or obsolete for removal. The public hearing and second reading for the ordinance is scheduled for the December 2nd meeting. Council then announced the appointments of Roger Nieves to the Investment Advisory Committee for a full term to expire October 31, 2028, and George Funk to the Senior Citizen Housing Corporation Board for a partial term to expire June 30, 2029. City Manager Daryl George provided an update on the recent activities related to Hyperion. South Coast Air Quality Management District received 14 odor complaints and issued no notice of violation for nuisance odors since the November 4th council meeting. Information about Hyperion can be found on the city's website at elsegundo.org/Hyperion. To watch the complete City Council meeting for November 18, 2025, and learn more about the agenda items covered, visit elsegundo.org or watch the meeting on Channel 3. The next meeting will be Tuesday, December 2nd.